Good evening, everybody. It is Out of the Fog, and I love me some wellness, and so I have three guests happening tonight on the couch that are going to talk to us all about it. From Rebecca and Sean talking all about cardiac care, to Katie Power talking about holistic coaching and the naturopathic work that she does and the path of passion. And then we got Tammy and Lea coming through, and they're talking about an event happening on March 10th. It's happening for Women's Day, and it is Ladies' Night, and you're all invited. So stay tuned. This is Out of the Fog, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. This is Out of the Fog, and am I ever excited because I've been back and forth with these two for quite a while, and how amazing is it to have them both here on the couch tonight. Rebecca and Sean, how are you doing?
We're great. I'm great. Are you great?
Yeah, no, we're glad to be here.
Good vibe check. We got that settled,
Totally.
you know, now we can move ahead. So listen, you know, the important work that you do is the opportunity of the night, which is to let the viewers know exactly what it is that you guys care so much about. And maybe I'll ask you if you would like to lead the conversation based on the important work that you do.
Donnie, look, we're here really for people to think a little bit about their own heart health. Just maybe pause, think about where they are, because you know, I spend most of my time working in an operating room, doing tests on people that have heart disease. But what I'd really like is for people to think more about, are they at risk for this? We would love it if they never even had those things. How can we make them healthier? Raise the profile, think about it, take a pause, have the conversation with your healthcare providers.
That's amazing, thank you so much. And Rebecca, I'll have to ask you what brought you into this organization and what is your passion around the subject?
So my passion, I guess, you know, just being able to engage the community, raise awareness, and be able to get the donors, get the funds, so that when Dr. Connors comes to the Healthcare Foundation, he needs new equipment, we can get it for him. We can make sure that we have the best cardiac care in the province.
What is the current state of cardiac care from someone who works so intimately on the inside on a day-to-day level? What do you see?
Donnie, I'm not ashamed to say we've got world-class care here. We've got great heart teams. We're on the cutting edge, but it's not cheap to stay on the cutting edge, right? So, you know, but we need to be there, because if you have a problem with your heart, you worry about two things. One, can I get help? And two, can I get help fast? And is it going to be good? And so we pride ourselves in having that set up, but we've got a massive province, right? We have massive geography. So we're constantly saying, do we have the best? Can we offer the best? Can we get people down quickly? You know, we want people, in my mind, it's really important for people, your audience here, to understand that they can be comfortable and confident in what we do.
Wow. And I think that when we look at healthcare, it is as wide as it is long. And how many parts of the body are there? The Libra 2000 commercial definitely rings in my ears. And Rebecca, you know, when you see the benefit of the good work that is happening and the funds raised and the support, how does it make you feel?
I mean, it's such a feel-good position that I'm in, honestly. You know, I'll say it like it is. You know, we get a lot of donors wanting to help who have had heart conditions themselves, heart disease, and everybody's affected, whether it's somebody close to you, whether it's yourself one day. You know, everybody is going to need some form of cardiac care, and so seeing those people coming back and giving back themselves, you know, it's a fun thing. It's a beautiful thing to be part of.
That's amazing. It sounds so rewarding.
It's super rewarding, yeah.
Wow. And as someone who works so much with people and healthcare, I'm sure, and I'll ask this to you, Sean, when it comes to the work that you do, what is the feedback you get, whether it's recently post helping someone or years down the road when you hear from the family and how you helped impact their lives? How does it make you feel?
Yeah, it's why I do what I do. Because, I mean, it's a privilege to be able to look after people. That you can make a difference, right? And with the heart, it often is life or death. Like you're not sick and all of a sudden you are, right? There's a sense of urgency and you need to have that care and you need it quickly. Donnie, 1 in 3 of us in Newfoundland are going to be impacted by a need for cardiac care. That means almost every single family. There's 3 of us here, right? One of us is going to end up at some time needing to have our team to help you fix this heart problem that you have.
Rock, paper, scissors, anyone?
Yeah.
2 out of 3?
That's exactly
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's wow to hear, and I'm sure the people across the province are now watching this and saying, 1 out of 3 people.
Yeah.
And they can count their own circles.
And not only that, I mean, I'll step in and say, as a woman, more women are affected by heart disease than cancer. So if you can take a minute and think about that, because it's all you hear about is cancer, and you know, it affects so many people. But the reality is, it actually, that heart disease affects more women than cancer, than breast cancer.
I'm just wowed by that, and I appreciate you saying that so much. And yes, all ailments are intimate and matter so much based on the networking community that are feeling them. But the fact that more women experience heart issues than cancer is quite a wow moment for the viewers and for myself as well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Recently, a big event went down. Talk about it.
So the Row for Heart is a big event that we have in February. It's Heart Month. You know, it's an amazing event. It's always a lot of fun, and you know, each year it's growing. So, you know, look out for it next year. Maybe you could get involved.
I'd love to.
You know, we're really happy with the success of it. The good news is actually you can still donate to that cause, because it's only recent. So you can go to healthcarefoundation.ca and you can donate if you know, if somebody in your life has been touched by heart disease, you know, or if you're looking at the stats and thinking one day it could be you, go on there and donate. You know, just every little bit helps. So, but yeah, no, it's we're really pleased with the event. We have a lot of fun with it, and it raises awareness, and that's the goal.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Sean, what do you see in the future of our province as it pertains to cardiac care?
Well, Donnie, we're number one, but we're number one for the wrong reason, where we lead the country in the amount of heart disease we have. So not a great report card, right? But we all know why. It's because maybe, you know, we think we're healthy, but we might not do as much exercise, we might smoke, we might have diabetes, all those things.
Sure.
But you know, we lead the country in heart disease. Why not lead in innovation? Wow. So if we can, like, we're small here, but we're nimble and we're smart. If we can get the right equipment, if we can pull together, you know, if we can be innovative, then we can kind of go from where we are to leading the country, like to be that kind of shining example, not just in Atlantic Canada, but across the country. Really stand out in terms of how we embrace this disease and fix it. I mean, 80% of your risk for a heart attack is due to a lifestyle you've adopted. So if you were really strict about that, you could remove 80% of your risk. Wow. And so that's the message we need to get out there.
That's true.
From our point of view, we need to have the best available if you need us. So we just had the event. Not only did we raise money, but we also had a healthy event where you exercised and kind of promoted a healthier lifestyle.
Exactly.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
February's Heart Month. All the funds raised at our event that we just had are going to go to purchasing equipment. Virtual care allows us to reach from here in St. John's to somebody in Goose Bay, to have a look at them, to start their treatment before they even get here. Those are the things that are going to allow us to innovate, Donnie, to get out from this 10th out of 10 provinces position. Let's go to number one.
I want to help get us there. Off my back.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
We're
It's an
talking
exercise
about
for my heart as well, so it's perfect.
starting the conversation. That's the first thing.
Thank you both so much for coming on. Thank you both for the amazing work that you are doing around cardiac care in the province. Will you come back again?
We'd love to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go on site.
Will you come to our event next year?
Oh, please, don't be afraid to invite me.
Yeah, we will.
Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Cardiac Care in the province. We want you to check out the foundation, the amazing work that they do. This is Out of the Fog, and we'll be right back after this break. Welcome back, everybody. This is Out of the Fog, and like I done told you before the break, we are on a wellness mission in our lives, near and far, and so I thought, who can I get to hang out on the couch, who can really vibe us in on what's on the go and what we could be doing? It's, of course, naturopath and holistic coach, Katie Power. What is up?
Not too much, but a whole lot.
I know, exactly, right? Because you're like, you know, you're just chilling, and yet below the waterline, you got things happening. I want to ask you, what drew you in to the work that you do?
The work that I do, well, you know, there was a point in time I felt very lost, and quite stressed, and just almost like I was scratching the surface to what I knew I was meant to do. And I said out loud as I was driving, I think I might have been 20 or something like that, I said out loud, "Is this it?" And after that, I just had this inspiration and dream, and it literally woke me up, and it literally drove me to do all the things I did the past, I suppose, 20 years or so.
Wow, it seemed like yesterday, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Journeys are like that, hey?
Yeah.
And so, tell the viewers at home, this journey, what were your stops along the way, and where has it led you today?
My stops along the way, there were many, and I don't want to go on too deep into that. But the first journey was preparing myself to launch into my first business, and along that journey was a lot of learning and growth, and an album that I put out, and then running youth and kids camps under my first business, Alive Adventures, for about 8 years, and workplace wellness and community events. So it kept going, and then my children, and then finally about 4 or 5 years ago, I realized that I wanted to work one-on-one with people, and I wanted to go back to the yoga roots that I had been doing earlier in life, and I wanted to really, help people to the core, like to the root, and help them to get onto their own path, their own path of awakening, and their own path of passion and purpose, and to help them to be able to experience and feel all that goodness for themselves.
You deserve it.
Yeah, so that's where Soul Alive was born. I closed down what I did earlier, which was a little heartbreaking, but I knew it was time to move into the next phase, and Soul Alive was born through that. So I have put my work through naturopath therapy, and I did some more certifications, holistic coaching and Reiki, and am doing a master's in counseling now. And I've been seeing people, both men and women. I do focus primarily on mothers and women, because that's close to home.
That's right.
But I won't turn anyone away, of course, if they're aligned and it's calling to them. And so that's how it was born. And it birthed services like wellness-based services and treatments, which I do online virtually and in person here in the East End of St. John's.
A master's in counseling.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah, it keeps going and going.
Well, you keep growing and growing.
Yes, and as people come to me, and as I have those yearnings to keep growing myself, why not? So, yeah, more tools to help others.
I mean, that's what we're here for, right?
Yeah.
It's funny, the conversation around change versus evolution. And change, I always say, it sounds so scary and uncertain, and we lean away from change. And yet evolution, we love and we nurture that, and we lean into that. And so when I look at your evolution, from the amazing work that you've done to what you're doing now and where it's going, there's a through line there. And it is taking care of people. And now that you're going deep, what are the gifts that you are feeling in your life?
For myself or for others?
Both.
Both. Well, since I've honed in and narrowed in and focused in on those core elements of what I want to help others with, it has definitely lowered my stress levels, increased, brought more abundance and love into my life.
Wow.
And I feel happy that I give it my all, whoever it is that come, and that they really get to that point that they're really wanting and needing in their life. That feels really good. And just being able to support and be there and help them harness that is incredible.
When I hear about the path of passion, what is that?
So yeah, my services, as I said, are under naturopath therapy, but holistic coach and also treatments. But my main focus and offering with Soul Alive is the Path of Passion coaching. And Path of Passion coaching is basically a chance to awaken to your alive, and a chance to reconnect with your purpose and passion, and to just go from wherever it is you're, whether it's heightened stress in your life, whether it's 1 or 2 areas in your life that you're needing to focus in on and make some adjustments, whether it's getting clear on that purpose and passion again and that motivation. You know, I help people to go in and identify what needs to be cleared out, and we literally go to the root and strategically, energetically clear that out. And then the next few weeks we focus in on connecting with your purpose and helping you remember who you really are at your core, and helping you to, you know, step onto that new path, that new clear vision that you know, get to create with me, with my support. And basically, you know, to me it's like a remembering, because it's already in there. I'm not giving it to you. I'm there to support you and be that mirror for you, help you face some of the hard stuff in releasing some of those things that maybe served you before, but that are holding you back, and then help you to get onto that higher path where you know you're meant to be, and strategically helping you stay on that path. And then most people are, you know, at that time they're ready to go. Some stick around and they come back for some treatments with me, because I offer some Reiki as well. I offer therapeutic full body stretch, which is really nice to get everything released. Kinesiology was my first background. So, you know, some people may come back every now and then, but that first ultimate, you know, number of weeks we get to spend together, you just get it all. And I take on just 5 people a month, because I really want to do that quality one-on-one, you know, helping you at the root of what you need and being there for you during that time.
So amazing. We're in our final moment. What's your advice to the people out there who are living with stress, who know they have it in them, but they need someone's help to unlock that, to translate the soul via therapy, via coaching, via what have you? What do you have to say?
Well, you know, I thought about that before I came here, and I said, what is, you know, the highest mission of what it is I'm doing? And I want to help people to, you know, go from that existing, that feeling like you're part of the Walking Dead, pardon, you know, my words, but part of the Walking Dead, to feeling alive again, and in that being connected with that higher, like, love, basically.
Love it.
And then that higher energy, and then that's what we share with others.
That's exactly right.
So doesn't matter what circumstance you're in, it doesn't matter where you are, because I'm a living example that it's possible. It's possible, and it's the first step is the choice, the decision.
Katie, will you come back and tell us more?
Of course, anytime. Yes, I love it too.
Katie Power, Soul Alive, Path of Passion. Google these terms, find out the program, reach out to our girl. She's going to help you out. This is Out of the Fog, and we'll be right back after this break. Welcome back, everybody. This is Out of the Fog, and it's our last segment of the night. And, you know, I'm not going to say save the best for last, because I love everybody equally. That's why I shan't be doing that. But I do want to say hello to 2 powerhouse females in the field. How are you doing, girls?
So good. Yeah.
Oh my God, we're all relaxed and loving life, aren't we? Jeez. I forgot the cameras are even on. Sure, we're just going to catch up. So listen, I want to start off, and I'll ask you one after the other. Introduce yourself to the viewing world and talk about what it is that you love to do to help the people.
Me first?
Go.
Okay. Well, my name is Lea Coultas, and I call myself these days a movement motivator, because I like to motivate people to move to music in particular. So I'm a DJ, a musician, but also a yoga teacher. So I recently created the Elevated Experience, which is like yoga dance experiences, basically elevating people's experiences through dance and through different classes, and yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm like, do you believe what you just said? If I ask you again, would you say you're a pipe fitter from Wisconsin? I don't know the answer. And what about you? Please tell us everything.
Oh my God. My name is Tammy King, and I'm a total body health coach. My passion is really just helping women step into the best version of themselves through, you know, movement, nutrition, and mindset, of course. So, yeah.
Would you say that mindset is often the foundation and the biggest opportunity?
Yeah. So originally I first started in as an entrepreneur just doing fitness, and then I added in nutrition, and then in evolving that I learned mindset is everything.
Truly is. And Lea, following you on the social medias as I do,
Yes.
and watching your early morning discipline, that is where mindset is at its rawest and
That's my
earliest. And I think that's what we are here to do, is to live on the edges of what we think we're capable of, and that's a mindset conversation. What led you into the arena of motivating movement?
Oh boy. Well, for me, I always had body image issues growing up, and I found putting myself in spaces like yoga classes was a real challenge. And so once I started to dive into yoga more and then become a yoga teacher, I really wanted to create safer spaces for people to come and enjoy moving their bodies, but doing it from a safe space. So very beginners, very gentle. What was your question?
Well, I mean, what led you there? And that's what it is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, gentle, and then into the dance classes that you do contain a lot of things.
There's a lot of things.
And I attended one of the
You
classes,
did.
as you know, because
Yes.
I want to taste it, see it, live it. Don't just come on the couch. I want to know what is up.
Right.
And so I attended, and it was everything that I never knew that I was missing and that I needed. And I said this to you after the class, if you remember.
Yeah.
Once you're standing listening to some very movement-oriented music and you're rolling your shoulders for 2 minutes, you're like, oh, I have shoulders. So it's a real connecting experience ultimately, right?
It
And you
is.
motivate throughout in ways that are incredible.
Yeah.
So I think that's so important. And when it
Yes.
comes to the work you do, what do you find that you get feedback on the most that makes you feel like you're doing a great job?
Just helping women really step into their passion and seeing that, like, getting them past the obstacles and changing the mindset. So that's one of the reasons why I loved, kind of just joining with Lea, is because she gets people on that creative plane. So like you're free and move, and that's when change happens. That's when people step out of their comfort zone, get things moving. That's when they're going to take, those scary steps into, doing something for themselves, right?
Well, and thank you so much for bridging that, because the partnership between two wellness professionals is always exciting, because you both bring something different to the table. So tell me more about what the work that you both are doing is all about, and for the viewers at home to understand this upcoming opportunity. And I'll start with you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think we both felt like we really just wanted to, like, we met each other through workshops and getting ourselves into spaces by ourselves to level up on our own lives. And so we really just thought, why don't we create something together where we're trying to get people into spaces to do the same thing and to level up on their lives, but also just build some acceptance. We really want to hammer home on that, like building acceptance on yourself exactly where you are, versus trying to get to, like, top 10 goal, like next best self, all the things. Those are great. But it's like we really wanted to try to build some acceptance around where we are right in this moment, so that we can just try to be happier people now versus 10 years or 5 years or whatever the goals are,
we're
right?
reaching for tomorrow, but it is today, and it is
Yeah.
right
It has to be today. It has to be
Yeah.
right now. It has to be right now.
It's a challenge. Do you find that some of the folks who come to see you need a lot of help to realize that, and some maybe catch on quicker? What's that like?
Oh, for sure. When people are like trying to have weight loss goals, they're always like, well, when I'm this many pounds lighter, or when I can fit into these jeans, and I'm just trying to, tell people, like, well, you have to live that now. Like, those jeans aren't going to change you. You have to show up as who you want to and love yourself now, as if you would when you're, however many pounds lighter, or,
Right.
can run this much faster.
Right.
So,
and it is from the inside out, is it not?
It is. Yeah, it truly is. Yeah.
Well, do you both hope that folks who come into what it is that you have to offer experience and how they feel about themselves once they're leaving and days after? I'll ask you, and I'll ask you next. What do you hope for the participants of this upcoming event to walk away with?
For sure, yeah. Well, much like Leah's title, we want people to leave elevated, like inspired. Myself and Lea, like she said, went to conferences together, and that's how you connect with other people. You're going to meet like-minded women who, want to, step outside their comfort zones, or maybe just want to complete something on their bucket list, or maybe they make a new connection of new friends. And that's really what we just want, is just to empower women to leave elevated and expanded and More creative.
I love it. Creative courage.
Yes.
I say it so much, and it takes on so many forms, just like this. And Lea, what about you? When someone leaves this class upcoming, this experience with you both, what do you want them to feel and think for themselves?
I mean, I want them to see that they already have the thing. Like, it's already there. It's like, people always say to me, like, I just want to be stronger. I just want to be more confident. And it's like, you already are. Like, you're already strong, because we tend to be our own worst critic and put ourselves down here. And like, we don't see all the wonderful things we're already doing, already accomplishing, all, you know, and it's like, so that's what this event is going to be. It's about honoring and celebrating that. It's like, you're already there. So I was going to curse, but I can't. Let's do the thing.
Let's do the.
Yeah, family show.
Thank you so much. I'll tell you what, thank you so much to you both. And I can't wait. When can folks and how can folks learn all about this event? Give us some places to go.
They can go online, follow myself or Lea. We also have an event. The link is on our social media.
Okay.
And yeah, or they could reach out to either one of us.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both. Will you come back again?
Thank you. Yeah.
And let us know all the things that you're up to.
Yes.
And your next TikTok video dancing around in the snow. Can't wait. Love it. So guys, listen, it's all about wellness and the journey, and these ladies are here to take you there. So follow them, check it out. This is Out of the Fog. We'll be right back after this break. Thank you so much to all the guests that came on the show tonight. Katie Power, you are incredible. Dr. Sean and Rebecca, thank you so much for the great work you do. Tammy and Lea, you are queens in the game, and I think everyone should head out to the St. Thomas Line Community Center. It is Women's Day. It is March 10th. It is Friday night, and we want you to come out and experience all of that. And just check out the amazing people that help make this show possible. I mean, let's look at Perry. There's nothing you can't do. Guys, I'll tell you what, thank you so much for tuning in. It is my pleasure to hang out here on this couch and connect you with all the cool happening in this province. It's Out of the Fog, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm Justice. And I'm Nia. And we believe dreams fuel revolutions. That's why we're engaging with Canadian icons and the causes they support. Join us for these inspiring conversations and find out how you can be revolutionary.
If you have a comment about this program, we'd love to hear it. Email or call us, or send us your feedback through social media.
Today, I helped a parent feed their family by connecting them to a food program.
Today, I helped someone connect with mental health supports.
Today, I helped a couple struggling to pay their bills access financial aid.
Every day, 211 navigators connect Canadians to critical government and community programs and services.
211. Help starts here.